It is from our families we first know about love and caring.
Anything else?
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Nicholas.
It is through them that we are taught the values of learning and sharing. Early on, we realize there are faces of another kind besides our own. We learn to say their names and try to mimic their sounds. We admire them for their fur. We love them for their beauty. We adore them for their apparent sweetness. We are tickled by their antics. We are taken by their ferocity, their delicacy, their complexity. We are in awe of their strength. We are struck by how much they can resemble us. But while we are animals too, most of us learn at a young age to separate ourselves in a superior way, often thinking we are more intelligent, more socialized, more deserving of more of the world than are they. And over the last century, the results of this domineering attitude have been devastating. Thousands of plant and animal species have disappeared from the face of the earth forever. Across the globe, expanding human populations have put tremendous pressures on wildlife and their natural habitats. But our compassion alone will not save the world and its wildlife. We must adopt a new attitude that guarantees wildlife will not only survive with us in this world, but thrive. At Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle, staff and volunteers are working hard to correct the distorted views that exist and replace them with images of dignity and respect. Their dedication to the animals is unchallenged, and though their relationship with them is intimate and their knowledge about them vast, it is still incomplete. In many ways, these individuals know the animals they care for can never be fully understood in human terms, because they are very different and unique beings. This program is about these people and the animals they care for. It's a good morning on the savannah. Last night, a baby zebra was born inside the stable. While the male zebra that sired the foal senses something unusual has happened, zookeepers and veterinarians from the Animal Health Department give the new baby a vaccination and an ear tag. This is the 7th zebra born at the zoo, and it's a healthy male.
Virtually all the animals that are out here on the savannah are individuals with individual personalities. They may look alike, they may look virtually identical, but we can always tell them apart. Probably the zebras get a lot of questions, and people wonder if the striping pattern is identical from animal to animal. Some people are just convinced that it is, and it's not. It's as individual as fingerprinting.
With the usual morning routine somewhat thrown off schedule, the keepers of the savannah get down to the daily business of cleaning and feeding the other animals exhibited there. Zebras in the herd come into the stable for protein-rich grains and some carrots. In the meantime, the zoo gates open and the visitors start to arrive. At the hippo exhibit, keepers are cleaning out the pool, a physically demanding task that must be done 3 times a week. Once accomplished, the hippos who have spent the night in their stable are served breakfast poolside. The giraffes, too, having spent the night in their barn, are now ready to join the zebra and springbok on the savannah.
Okay, guys are gonna go out, huh? Let's be good, okay? Hi, Sooks. Okay, come on, you guys. Let's go. Sooks, come on. Yeah, out you go. Out you go. A little farther. People want to know what the giraffe are like as to their personality and how they behave because they have a picture of them being a very peaceful animal, and they're always interested in finding out whether that's the case or not. The problem is that they're a very high-strung animal and they frighten very easily. Safety is very important in working around exotic animals because none of the animals in a zoo really can be considered tame or trained or harmless. You always have to be on your guard, and especially when you get into big animals like a giraffe that weighs a ton. If they just happen to bump into you or step on your foot or something like that, again, they didn't mean anything by it, but you are seriously injured. The giraffe have a very high protein requirement, and so they need alfalfa hay, a good quality alfalfa, which we test regularly. And they get it hung high up in a tree so that none of the other animals are going to get to eat it. The other animals would like to eat it, but it would be too rich.
Improvements in animal nutrition and food preparation is an all-consuming matter to the zookeepers at Woodland Park. With better, more nutritious diets, the animals live longer and reproduce more successfully. It is for the sake of the animals' health that visitors are asked not to feed them.
At one time it was thought that animals could eat anything. If it wasn't good enough for people, well, give it to the animals. And that's not true because some of them actually have more sensitive digestive systems than people do. This is something that we feel very strongly about, that it's got to be high quality food for the animals too. And so the food is brought to the zoo in a produce truck that would deliver to a restaurant or to your local grocery store. So over the years, they've refined the diets. What we try to do is feed them as close to their natural diet as we can. And one of the things we do is give them variety, and we also try to give them some occupation, in other words, something to do. Many animals spend their whole day just looking for food and consuming food. So it's important that they have some occupation with the nutrition. We have a variety of animals in the Australasian unit. This is an emu diet. And what I've got is a pellet with grain product. This is a commercially prepared diet, and the animals get this free choice. We feed this as much as they want of it. They also get some green foods. This is romaine, and the reason we feed this is to help keep them from eating all the green food in the yard, because we have a naturalistic exhibit, and we don't want them to eat all of the leaves off of all the bushes. Another diet for some of the birds is a grain product. It's alfalfa and grains compressed and then made into a crumble. And this silver stuff that you see is called oyster shell, and that's to provide some calcium in the bird's diet. When birds are laying eggs, they have an increased need for calcium, so we just put it in there, and they know enough to take what they want. During egg-laying season, we'll add a little bit more, but they do get some of that every day. One other thing we feed for occupation is browse, and this is escallonia. It's a wonderful plant that grows here in Seattle, and it's very palatable. It grows year-round, which is nice. We can feed it winter as well as summer. And we feed this to the animals, and they'll just take and pick each leaf off little by little. And when they get down to the woody parts, many of the animals will even eat that.
Easy. I'll take you off the TV so fast and make your head spin. That's right.
He's trying to get out of his cage.
You want him to come out? Hi, monkey. Hi, monkey. Hi.
Not really monkeys, they're apes. What's that?
Come on, monkey.
How did it get down?
Okay, are we getting close? Still, please. Anytime. Still. Come on up if you want, but hold still.